I think that worked. Yep, there we go. All right. So for the last session, we ended up doing primarily. I don't think the session left the main office the entire time.
We did not.
No. Okay. So for the first session, we ended up going over group interviews and learning a lot about each of the characters individually. And then after all of the interviews were given and the company rules were handed out, the group was given access to the company's library behind Victoria's desk, and they've accepted a contract that was centered around the concept of interacting with Fey portals and gathering information on Fey creatures. And with that in place, what would everybody like to do?
I envision starting from clue 1.
Okay.
We don't have to.
No, I think that's what a
Go for
lot of
that.
other people agreed on too.
I was kind of scouring the map for forests that might be potentials, but there's no forest called the Sylvan Glade, or I forget the name of it exactly, but it's there. I'll look it up in a minute. There was no forest that I could see on the map that matched the name. There were some potentials around the area, so I think maybe we might need to ask.
So with access to the book and the table of contents, you would be able to find the Silverleaf Glade is located. It doesn't say a location based off the chapter. It says.
I don't remember having a location stated.
No.
That's why I was kind of scouring the map.
Yeah, I have a location because I asked for there to be one, but I don't have one that you guys have access to.
And so, I feel like we need to ask around. We can ask, are we still in the library? Is that where
Correct, you're in the library. It was closed behind you, just so that way if other people came in or something else, it was private.
We could ask the librarian if she knows. We could ask an innkeep.
There's not a librarian. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop interrupting.
You're not interrupting. I'm asking the questions. I suggested the librarian. You're all good.
There's also a satyr bard that we could talk to somewhere.
That's right. That would be a good one.
In fact, he may help be able to fill in some of the notes.
Yeah, that might be better, because seeking out a specific silver birch, like we're looking for one tree.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it might be in a birch forest, but it might not be, so we can't really just say, oh, whatever the nearest birch forest is. You know?
I like the satyr idea. Satyrs, Feywild might go.
I mean, that only leaves the problem of finding out where the bard is at this point.
Are they in town? I don't remember.
I believe the note said that they were in town.
Do we think the silver birch is a tree actually made out of silver, or is just the species known as silver birch?
Is there a species known as the silver birch?
Yep.
Then I would assume probably a silver birch. Literal. But I guess we'll find out.
I was looking for a forest. I thought maybe it was a forest, but I could have been totally wrong.
It would probably be, because you will almost never find a singular birch tree, but unless the rest of the stuff around it got cut down.
Do we know where that satyr bard is?
I don't remember a specific location. Another idea is that we could try to get connected with a ranger outside of town that might know the surrounding wilderness.
Yeah,
Or
I feel like looking
order
for
a druid?
dryads might be the better play than just dryads in a silver birch forest.
Or if there's
So
a
the
group of
ranger might
druids
know.
in town, that might help us. I can give us the hookup with that.
I would say yes, but I feel like druids in town are kind of antithetical.
Somebody has to water the flowers in the town square. I don't know, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Well,
that makes
I
sense to
mean,
me.
we can try. We can try to like just go to the nearest tavern and see if they know who this satyr bard is, where he hangs out. Somebody probably will. I didn't see
Taverns are a good
thousands of
place.
satyrs as I walked through town, so
Taverns are always a good place to find a bard. So either way.
Or, you know, if there's a bordello somewhere, we could look for him there, because satyr.
I forget, is our own bard from Waterdeep, or did you travel from outside?
oh no, this is my first time here.
Just thinking maybe you had like a bard's guild or something that you knew. Well, either
No.
way.
I didn't know they had guilds.
I don't know if they do either. I'm just assuming. Either way, to the tavern.
Okay. Is there a specific tavern that you had in mind? If you are just asking around, there will be one that you end up going to.
Yeah, I feel like just the nearest tavern we can find is a good start because, I mean, I don't know that I'm well versed in the taverns as a cleric, though I mean, I'm sure they do a swift trade. But I feel like starting at the closest tavern, and we're not necessarily in like a horrible area of town, correct?
No, you would not be. This would probably be upper or upper middle class area.
Okay. I need to go pull the kettle off. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, from my understanding, you, as a group, set out in search of a nearby tavern to hopefully talk to or find some form of satyr bard.
Yes.
Asking around Waterdeep, almost all of the individuals point you to the Yawning Portal, as it is the most well-known, famous, and sought-after tavern for a variety of reasons. Let's pull up the thing. Okay. Let me see. Cool. Alright. As you all four of you make your way through the bustling streets of Waterdeep, you find yourselves drawn to a lively square filled with a diverse array of shops and stalls. The sound of chatter and laughter fills the air as merchants hawk their wares and musicians play lively tunes on the street corners. One particular building stands out among the rest, a weathered stone structure with a sign swinging gently in the breeze, depicting an open, gaping maw. The Yawning Portal, you all quickly learn, is a renowned tavern famous for its unique feature. As you guys enter through the main doors of the Yawning Portal, you can tell that there is a deep well in the center of the main hall. The well is surrounded by a protective iron gate. The well itself descends into the dark depths below. The bottom not even visible and encased with darkness. Tails are, as you guys walk through, probably end up are I'm guessing heading to like here. Let me just finish this first. I wanna. Tales are told as you are wandering through, trying to figure out an individual to talk to. You hear tales of brave souls venturing down into the unknown depths in search of long-lost treasures and ancient artifacts. There is mention of few ending up being able to return from such endeavors to tell the tale. As you push open the tavern's heavy wooden doors, you are met with a sudden rush of warm air tinged with the comforting aroma of ale, freshly baked bread, and roasted meats. The interior is dimly lit with flickering candles casting dancing shadows on the wall. The sounds of laughter and conversation echo throughout the room, creating an atmosphere of camaraderie and excitement. The tavern's main hall is filled with an eclectic mix of patrons, grizzled mercenaries, swapping tales of their latest exploits, mysterious wizards huddled over spell books, and roguish figures whispering in the corners. Keep that in mind if those are individuals you wanted to interact with. The players catch sight of a group of armored adventurers adorned with impressive weaponry, their eyes alight with the thrill of the unknown. Behind the wooden bar stands a seasoned barkeep, a sturdy and weathered man who seems to have seen it all. He greets newcomers with a warm smile and offers them a nod of acknowledgement as they approach the counter. "Welcome to the Yawning Portal, travelers," he says, carrying a hint of gravel. "What can I get for you?" End scene.
I reach out a hand to shake his.
He puts down his little dirty cloth and that he's been using, well, not dirty, but a cloth that he's been using to clean counters and stuff like that. Sanitizes his hands first, and then we'll reach out to accept your handshake.
Oh, she sees him do that. It's like, oh, and just rubs her hand on her pants and then puts it up again.
He like makes an eye contact with you, like you really just did that, but he's like, all right, and we'll still shake the hand anyway.
Great. And hi, I'm Sykesy, and I'm sorry if you gave your name. I was busy looking around at this amazing room. This place is fantastic.
I was not able to give my name. I usually don't have the opportunity. It's more, give me an ale, give me some mead. But Gareth Stonehelm, thank you. How can I help you?
Okay. Well, I think our most pressing question, and she's kind of looking at everybody else for like the okay.
Mel just gives her a thumbs up.
Okay.
Yep.
Our most pressing question is we're trying to find sort of a unique figure around town, and we don't know where to start. And you seem like you know a lot. And you're not drunk like most of the other people in this room.
Well, it's my job to serve, so...
Yes. So we're trying to find a satyr who's a bard professionally. Do you know anyone who might meet that description?
Yes, absolutely. Hmm. I would say. Give me a second here. Um, I believe Seraphina Wind Whisper was her name. She's quite familiar. He's quite familiar. He seems like yes. Satyr Bard frequented tavern before. Hmm. Longtime proprietor. Yes. Okay. Hmm. She has performed here quite a few times. She uses a harp as her primary instrument, so she can't really carry it around with her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason you wanted to talk with her?
Well, as a fey creature, she might have some information that could help us on a little job we've taken on. And that was the main reason. We just had some questions about her home.
Okay. Yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure she'll find. We can find a. Oh, is that a test?
Is what a test?
Wild.
No, sorry, that was a complete accident.
Okay, cool. Hmm. Roll me a. I want to do dice rolls. I don't want to have it just be us talking the whole time. So let's do a persuasion check, and he'll do an insight check.
All right, let me go to picture sheet here. I pulled up D&D Beyond and I was like, a -1. I was like, oh, that's my druid. And it's not me. Persuasion. Okay. Oh, why? It's a 9 total.
I don't really enjoy personally giving out individuals like private locations. I feel like the name is okay to give out, but I don't feel like I should be giving out her exact locations, especially if she's not performing somewhere.
Oh, no, I understand. I mean, you just met me, Mr. Stonehelm. So I don't hold that against you. Is there anything we could do to, prove our trustworthiness, or a place where she'll be publicly seen, where it's not awkward or unreasonable for us to find her?
If you're really looking to prove yourself, I would say the actual going down into the abyss would be a way, but I feel like that's probably not your speed quite yet. She is supposed to be playing at the Moonlight Garden Tavern. That should be in the city's theater district.
All right. And is that going to be tonight, or?
Let's do a D8. Why don't you roll a D8 for me?
Come on, this is the time to roll low.
Yes, it is.
Okay, 3.
Okay, yeah, she should be performing there in about 3 days from now.
Okay, and you said it was the Moonlight...
The Moonlight Garden
Moonlight
Tavern.
Garden. That sounds really pretty.
Yes, it's known for its celestial-themed decor mixed with nature on the walls. There's a lot of like foresty landscapes on the walls, as well as mixed with it. It's supposed to it's got illusory walls, so it looks like it's just an open expanse of forest inside. It's a very cool place.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna analyze my notes so bad. Cool. So, your clientele here seems like, tough, hardened adventurers.
Oh, it's a
Is it-
mix. It's a mix of everybody. We've got the common work folk all the way to those who are quite influential in regards to adventuring.
Mm. Would you say that the Moonlight Garden has a similar clientele or a different?
I would say more so nature-based individuals, or even more like isolated scholars, occasional noblemen, noble individuals. I wouldn't say rabble rousers or chaos insiders. No instigators, really. They have a pretty
Mhm.
strict policy on not wanting conflict in their peaceful garden.
That's fantastic. Sounds like a very calm environment. Um,
As you say, it sounds like a very calm environment. You hear like above the bar, somebody throws a glass, and it actually like a glass pint, and it shatters above you, and like mead starts to spill down from the ceiling.
she just kind of looks up, confused, and totally like detached from the conversation.
Kind of. I see you have other individuals with you. Do any of you have anything that you'd like, or anything I can help you with?
Lyle will place a gold piece on the counter and ask for some cider.
Okay, for sure. He will absolutely. I appreciate it.
Do you have Undercroft orchards?
Out of character, is that something that would probably be?
Yeah, no, that's actually part of the the Undercliffs is the part of Waterdeep.
Then yes, absolutely, we do. Yeah, here, hold on, let me get you some. We'll say 5 silver, so I'll give you some change back. Thank you. He'll slide you back 5 silver in exchange and get you a glass based off the normal size that's roughly about chin to forehead for you.
Dope. Okay. um, I'll go find a table then, so we can discuss our 3-day plan. I guess then.
Okay.
If we're gonna go sit down at the table, before we do, Bella would like to buy an ale for her party so we can sit down and discuss. And she'd also like to ask if he has any recipes for sale.
What kind of recipes were you searching for?
I'm a purveyor of fine spores. Any kind of brew recipes.
Well, we do
I
have
only
quite a
have
few
the one.
brew recipes. Okay. Yeah.
Your most popular one. I'll get one per tavern.
Okay. I am finishing something here in regards to the questions asked. Okay. Okay. So what was that you said you wanted some mead for the group? Correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then the recipe, let's say there's something we have one called Stardust Stout. That would run probably, let's say, 7 silver for that.
Okay. I'd like that, and I'd like a round of ale, please.
Okay.
Or mead, or cider. Your
Which,
most popular drink.
oh, okay, the most popular one. I would say it's probably the Undercliff that the short individual decided to partake in. So if you want, I can get a similar thing for the remainder of the group as well.
Okay.
Okay. What about you over there? You've been kind of silent. Mel.
What?
I'm calling you out. I'm asking. The bar keeps
You
asking
didn't
if
call
you
me
need to.
out though. You just said you.
Yeah, he's making eye contact with you. I guess I didn't clarify that.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good? Okay. The Gareth will provide Bella with the round of cider that Lyle purchased. Sexy, is there, or not sexy? Elven woman, is there anything that I can do to aid you as well? Any other questions or things that you wish? Um. Oh. Apologies. One second. Turtle creature.
Yes, sir.
That would be roughly 4 silver per individual, since you're doing a larger order. So that would, we'll say, because you're doing it for the remainder, so 12 silver, so gold and 2 silver.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, sorry, thank you. Elven individual, yes.
Sexy.
Oh, sexy, okay. Is there anything else?
No.
Okay.
No, the ale sounds great.
Okay. Alright. And with that, you guys he provides the requested items, including your recipe, which I will send to you in a private message. Um... So as you guys have all this, Lyle has already found a seat, and has started, I'm presuming, sipping on their ale. Or their cider.
Yeah, sipping on the cider, just waiting for everybody to come sit down. So it sounds like 3 days before we can go and speak with the bard. What other? I feel like that's going to be a really good lead, but I don't know that I really want to waste the 3 days on this contract, so we can get it done as quickly as possible. So, what are some other things that we can do in the meantime?
As Sexy sits down at the table, she casts some prestidigitation and cleans up the messes from whoever sat there before. I think that Moonlight Garden sounds like a good lead. I mean, the clientele are knowledgeable and enjoy nature. That's, deeply tied to a lot of Fey magic. And we might be able to ask the proprietor there to give us an introduction or give us more of an insight where Seraphina, the bard, might be at before her show. So we don't have to wait 3 days, potentially.
Lexi, what kind of dangers would there be leaving a Feywild portal open?
That's such a broad question. I mean, magic is like, flavor here, right? It's not just flavor there, it's everything. You know what I mean? I mean, the trees and the plants and the mushrooms and every animal and every person is just, like, magic.
Okay.
So, that invites variety, but also chaos. So, people who aren't good and have magic and are chaotic, there's a lot of danger, right?
Right.
The potential is a lot, but it could be harmless. It just depends on who's on the other side of the door.
A portal to the Feywild, that's just a portal into the plane, correct?
I mean, that's what the one I walked through was.
Okay, so I've been thinking about this, and our assignment says open or close. But the problem that I'm seeing is if we leave a portal open, is there somebody we need to get permission from before we leave just a portal to a plane open? Especially because, I mean, not all of the Feywild is good, is it? I would imagine that there's several goodly races from the Feywild, but
I mean, there were places I was told I was never allowed to go. There was actually a lot of them, so probably. I
and
don't
so
I quite understand if there was some stuff about this also partly DM question.
Mhm.
I don't know if we're just opening or closing the portals, or if we are like this is a portal that is there right now and is malfunctioned and needs fixed.
So it's effectively stabilized. It's meant to be. We'll see what happens when we get there. Like, whether it is already open, whether it is closed and needs to be opened so a creature can go home, whether it's like something is malfunctioning, spewing out some kind of creatures that are leaking out somewhere. You don't know what they are until you get there.
Mm.
I do, but you guys don't know what they are
Gotcha.
until you get there.
Yeah, I think it would be good to at least before we get to some of the ones sound a little bit more on the dangerous side from their clues, but it would probably be best to know there was some rituals and stuff. We want to know as much as we can about each one before we get there because again, the variety of magics associated with the Fae these could all be completely individual types of magic.
I'm still a little bit groggy from having that early morning meeting today at the company. However, what do we know about the ritual to close or stabilize the portal?
Was that a question to me?
Yeah.
Each all that you know is each one will have a different way to either open, close, or stabilize it. None of them are consistent. You'll
That would
have
be
to
too
figure
easy.
out, yeah, you have to figure out which one is which once you get there or get near the area.
Okay, so I mean, investigating this other location. What did they call it again?
Which
This other the
the
bar that we're going to.
the moonlight.
The Moonlight Garden. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, you.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Moonlight Garden Tavern.
Okay. So do we want to start there? Wait, what time of day is it?
It is roughly 8:30 in the morning.
Oh my god.
We had such an early morning interview.
Yeah, it was
Right, we are
it was a
groggy.
7 a.m. morning interview.
Maybe I should have brewed you guys tea instead. I'm sorry, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
We are
Okay.
getting
In that
buzzed
case,
at 8:30 in the morning, guys.
You
being
understand
the
the vast majority of this tavern is the exact same thing.
being the halfling that I am, I'll go ahead and order a bountiful breakfast for the team if they serve food here.
They do indeed serve a variety of foods, and you're able to have a satisfactory breakfast for probably, I would say, like 4 silver for the group of all 4 of you. It's like a silver a person for that.
No.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Well,
sorry, I want to say, given the time period, or like fantasy, it wouldn't be uncommon to drink alcohol for like any time of day because clean water is hard to find. And when you brew something, you basically clean it inherently. So we probably don't look out of place for drinking this early in the day.
Not only that, but like probably 60% of the other individuals within the yawning portal right now are drinking. I would like a Constitution DC of 15 from each of you.
I just got nat 20.
We're super great at these.
And this
Dude.
is in regard to the alcohol. So if you have advantage for any reason for anything, that is the time that it would come into play.
I guess Bella's a lightweight.
Yeah, I got a big 9 again.
So everybody except for over the course of the discussion and planning, you notice your impairment starts to get a little lower. So due to the effects of alcohol, you have minor impairment, which is disadvantage on persuasion or dexterity-based checks for an hour.
It's the things I'm good at.
It's only an
I
hour.
got
You'll be
this.
good.
Yeah, it's an hour. That's not too bad.
listen, after we get done here, we should go have second breakfast in the market.
We're just in a really good mood, Sykesy.
I am in a fantastic mood. There's a crazy hole to hell in the middle, like 10 feet to our right. This is so cool. I don't want to look down. She gets up and goes over to look down.
Okay. Thankfully, there is also a iron gate fence, so there's no chance of your character dying in session 2.
Yes.
As you are looking over the edge, it goes so far down that it actually like makes you dizzy for a second, because you're not expecting it to be that deep into the ground to the point where there's a rope going down too, and your eye follows the rope, or the two ropes that are supporting a platform that is currently there, and the platform is like coming back up, and it's empty, but it's so far down it's hard for you to see anything.
Whoa. Guys, you should come look down the hole.
I'm good, thank you though.
You can't see how far it goes. Mel, it's amazing. You gotta come on. Come look at it.
My mother always said to stay away from dark holes that you aren't familiar with.
There's like a
think I'm
super
okay.
strong gate. It's okay. How can you say you visited the yawn place if you didn't look down the hole?
Can you see anything down the hole?
No! It's amazing!
Toss a coin and make a wish. And then listen carefully. Maybe you'll figure out how far the bottom is.
I don't want to throw something. What if someone's down there? And I hit them and
The
they
coin will
die.
hurt 'em.
That's a long way. That's alright. It's so cool. This is a great place. I'm glad we came here. She holds her pint with both hands and knocks back the last dregs of it. Alright. Are we ready to go?
I am. We've got 3 days to kill. Rather than waiting around for 3 days, we could just go to the bar and scope it out ahead of time. Maybe
That's
we'll
where
learn
I
info
think-
anyway.
Yeah, that's where I think we should go.
Good with that.
let's go.
Goodbye, Gareth.
Oh, goodbye. Sexy. Yes, okay.
Shoots him a couple finger guns.
Okay.
Pew pew! And at the end of her fingers, she does a little prestidigitation, little poofs of like fall leaves, like fireworks.
Great. Can you do me a performance check? Since it's
Oh, cool.
charisma based and you're tipsy.
I'm intoxicated
Tipsy.
at
Yeah.
disadvantage. Is the performance at disadvantage?
Yeah, persuasion and
Oh.
dexterity.
Okay. But that includes my performance?
I would say yes.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I was
Can't get worse than that.
It suggested persuasion and, but like, yeah.
That's alright. I rolled a 4 and a 5. I need to retire this die for today.
Um,
So that's a total of 10.
You think it looks super cool. That's all that matters.
Fuck yeah.
It did.
It was like a little bit off, like too far to the right of my fingers, but it's fine.
Bella wants to catch the leaves. She's disappointed when they disappear.
Do you want some real ones?
We'll get some on the way. Let's go.
As we're walking, the Sexy's just gonna like shake her hair out and catch a couple and hand them over to you.
She puts them on her back. There's flowers and mushrooms growing all over her back. She's trying to start her own little terrarium back there.
Okay. Can I get a perception check from... Can I get a perception check from Tessa or from Mel?
Yeah.
Okay. And
One.
then one.
Oh,
I got a nat 1, so 3.
Okay. And I would like a disadvantage from everyone else. Perception check from everyone else. Disadvantage.
Watch them roll better with disadvantage.
dang it!
Well, they will, because it's a natural one.
I got a natural one.
Oh, okay. Hey, Lyle got a
I
natural
did
one, and
too.
so did they.
What
Oh
is
my
that?
gosh.
Did
You
literally
serious?
did literally everybody in the entire group get a natural one on this check?
Oh,
Great.
My first roll was
Dude,
really
we're good. We're
Um,
so good
A
at
dang
this.
disadvantage.
Did we just walk right beside Seraphine and not even notice? So-
We're gonna say, you know what? For the sake of it, yes, absolutely. She's walking directly past all of you, like in between the middle of your group, and you actually separate your party. And she walks right through the center of your group.
I was distracting everyone with my
and
finger
then-
if
guns
only she
again.
had been wearing a name tag.
Of the what?
If only she had been wearing a name tag.
No, not when
We would have
she's
realized it was her.
not if not if it's out in public at like 8:30 in the morning. Also, any gold you're carrying is gone.
That's
Seriously?
fine. She
Any
didn't
gold
have
you're
any
carrying is
anyway.
gone.
She
Oh,
had a whole
no.
5.
Any form of finances at all are gone. This was actually a roll for a pickpocket. Since you guys are tipsy and walking out of the yawning portal, there are people
I lost 5 copper, haha.
there are people who are intentionally like waiting for people to stumble out tipsy or drunk and then pickpocket them.
I'm not even drunk, I'm just reading my book.
Correct. Yeah, you're just distracted for some reason.
Oh no, I was hoping to get a new recipe from the next tavern.
Oh, you guys still ask really nicely.
That's
I'll
true.
do my best.
I mean, that's that's what we're gonna have to do.
I mean, let's be honest, if all 4 of the party members get a natural 1, I gotta do something.
It's amazing.
No, yeah, that's crazy.
Not only that, now that you're halfway in a random direction, none of you guys know what direction the Moonlight Garden Tavern is, and now you're lost in a random portion of the city you guys have never been in before.
Has it been an hour? Am I still drunk?
I would say it's probably been about a half hour. There's a worse condition for drunk. I went gentle with tipsy.
Tipsy.
Yeah. Let me look up an area of Waterdeep based off the map that we have in our Discord here, and I will tell you what area of the city you are in. Okay, hold on. Okay, we've got an interactive Waterdeep map. Good. I think there's something over here that would be interesting. You guys have been trying to find the garden place. You ended up, let's say, I want to zoom out and randomly hover over an area. That'd be great. Okay, that one, cool. Nope, don't zoom in that far. Okay, hold on. There's a blue thing over here. What is this?
I'm sorry, but I think I might have to go lay down. My migraine's getting worse.
Oh, I'm so sorry about your headache.
That's alright.
Yeah. I can't do light and sound right now. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, you're right. Let's do.
But yeah, can you all, somebody, please take notes so I can catch up at some point. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. Oh, they're gone. Okay. So, as you're wandering through, the wandering through Waterdeep, you end up like regaining consciousness in front of an area called the Golden Key Locksmiths. Which seems to be in the Castle Ward. So let me provide you a location where you're at. Here. Bam. No. This one. Okay. In character. There you go. Cool. The little pink circle there.
Nice. I think,
Where did you-
is there... Oh, I'm sorry. I think
Oh,
you
I
said-
see it. I was looking for where he posted it. I see it now. It's in Discord.
Yeah, sorry.
Does the outside of the store look interesting at all? Or
Nope.
shiny?
Nope. Actually, that's
Yeah.
not true. The gold, it's, you can, it looks like the trim areas are lined with gold plating that are reflective and trying to draw in business.
Okay. I guess Sykes's gonna just like knock if the door is the door shut.
At 8:30 in the morning, yeah. This business is not open yet.
Okay, just gonna give one polite knock and see if anyone answers.
Roll me a perception
Lexi,
check. Oh, and
why are you going to the locksmith?
I don't know. There's a person in there, maybe.
Can I get a perception check from Sykesy?
It's a 14. Let's go.
Yeah, it's empty.
It's double digits.
It's empty. There's nobody in there.
Oh,
There's no people in there. The building's not empty, but there's no humanoids in there.
All right. Do I have any sort of map of Waterdeep that I got from the company where now seeing this I can orient myself, or are we just
I'm gonna say
finding our
since you
way?
wait, don't we have a cartographer?
I am the cartographer.
Roll me a d4. On a 1 you have a map that happens to be here.
It's a 2.
Okay. Nope.
All right. Unless you guys know where we are.
you don't have a
Maybe.
map?
I don't. They didn't give me one. Which seems
Oh.
like it should be in the list of things I should get as the cartographer. Like, this is where the company is, right? I'm gonna ask for one when we go back.
Okay.
Did they give us directions? Do we have no idea where we're going? We're just wandering the streets. Is that what's happening right now?
Correct.
Oh well, then let's go back to the company and get a map so we can navigate around.
Wait. I'm a local.
Oh,
Let's just find a cross street and ask what the cross street is.
You
yeah,
wander.
look over there.
You wander back
This
wander back into the street, and Lyle's like, "Warrior's Way and Waterdeep." Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
In unison.
We are in an area of town I do not have enough money to be in. I think.
I don't think any of us have enough money to be in here because none of us have any money.
What?
So, yeah, you didn't feel that when I got turned around there and I knocked and I was like, oh hey, my arm didn't hit my little pouch that I got, and that had all my money in it, and that's gone. And I saw your guys' were missing too.
Somebody would steal from a priest? Ah, that's okay. They'll probably spend it, which
How
is
would
good
they-
for everybody.
How would they know that you're a priest? To look at you, I mean.
In my priestly garbs,
Oh,
my holy symbol of Joaquin, may she bless your purse.
I don't have a purse, but thank you.
It's funny because he did hand motions just now, but you guys can't see.
I could feel them.
He like did a little cross up in the air and everything. He's getting really into it.
That makes me happy.
Nice. Well, when I get a new purse, will you bless that one too?
Yes.
Thank you.
Bless it harder next time because it didn't work last time.
Joaquin does not frown necessarily on those of the roguish persuasion because they still end up spending the money that they get. Now,
Okay.
they shouldn't steal everything, but everybody's got to make a living.
What does Joaquin feel about, and she's saying this as they're walking, probably just down out of this district. So what does Joaquin say about, like, people who have a lot of money?
That's good, and that they should use that success to better the society around them.
So what if they don't, and they just have the money?
Then you're a dragon.
Oh my god.
Dragons don't make anything better.
So Joaquin
They just-
smiles on, like, everyone except dragons.
The bad ones, that horde. I don't know what a gold dragon does. But I know, like a red dragon that just sits, like that one up north, that just sits on a pile of gold, that does no good for anybody. Joaquin is about prosperity for all, even the lowliest of halflings.
I don't know that I necessarily believe in money. I think nature will provide. How does Joaquin feel about that?
Nature will provide? Well, that's an interesting question, you see, because while nature does provide, any civilization of people, right? You cannot just put a value on what a horse maker does. So, like somebody that does horseshoes, and let's say you grow wheat, how much wheat are you supposed to trade for a horseshoe?
Well, if you befriend the horse, you won't need horseshoes. If you love the land, you
Every
won't
horse
need to
needs
grow the wheat.
horseshoes, especially if you're going to travel the roads or travel over rocks. It hurts their feet when you take them out of fields, right? And you don't want to hurt their feet, do you? Because
Maybe
that
the
would make you a
solution
bad
is to put
druid.
all the
Well,
horses back in the fields.
right, so the horse's feet hurt because they're walking around on these unnaturally paved roads.
Sorry, I was just playing devil's advocate there, but
No, don't put them back in the fields. We need them to do things, and we feed them for it. Would you rather we put them back in the fields and a troll eat them?
Well, if the troll needs to eat.
No, you don't feed trolls.
I'm not feeding the trolls, it's natural.
Why would you feed the trolls? Why
the
would
troll's
you want the
really just
trolls to
feeding
feed?
itself. But
I mean, then they're just going to waylay some people that are walking by because they're well energized and now they're ready to start stocking up extra food.
The only thing that I know about life is the cycle. There's life, there's death, there's decay, and kombucha. The cycle repeats.
Okay, well, for those of us that live here and don't even know what that is, kombucha, we need some way to trade our skills. And if we have no method of trading our skills without, it just makes everything simpler. Gold makes everything simpler.
Well, I'm glad that we have differing views. That'll make us very diverse.
If you feed
AKA,
trolls,
we're never going to get anywhere in this conversation.
don't feed the trolls. I'm just
I
telling you.
just think that there is, I think both of you are right, almost. But I think if both of you made little concessions and compromises, I think then you'd find the perfect solution. So,
How dare you try to make me an apostate of my religion?
as we walk, hopefully, into the
You are heretical.
district we're supposed to be in.
Both of
All
you,
right.
damn heretics, but it's fine. There's room for everybody. Joaquin will still bless you, and hopefully you'll see the light of her gold.
Are we there yet? How far did we make it in that crazy street debate? See, even therapy lost interest.
Was that not active? Was I not talking?
No.
Oh. Okay.
It's okay. You didn't need to talk.
No, I didn't talk during that conversation. I was letting you guys go at it. That was fun.
Are we there yet?
Yes, Donkey from Shrek. So I'm actually decorating the map real quick. I'm taking was here. Okay. If you look in the in-character section in Discord, which I'm telling you where I'm posting at this time, you'll see the location of where you were, the location of where the company is, and once you return to the company, where the location of the Moonlight Garden Tavern is. It's kind of hard to see, but I did blue because black would have just blended into the background. I have blue, red, and black, so.
All right. Let's stop by the company, get a map of Waterdeep, and then find our way where we're supposed to be.
Has the company paid us yet? Did they give us like our starting week pay, or no, not
Nope,
yet?
they will give that to you at the end of 7 days.
Maybe they'll give us an advance since we were robbed.
Well, I feel like money's kind of necessary to live and survive in this place.
And
So
we can't just
maybe
go to a bar and be like broke. No shoes, no shirt, no service. No money, no service.
True.
Oh, you're fine. You can come sleep at my grandma's house.
We can't just loiter around bars. We have to be patrons.
I've slept in plenty of grandma's houses and barns and sheds. That sounds kind of nice. Usually they give you like croissants or cookies in the morning. I recommend staying with like a grandma.
My home is on my back, so I'm good anywhere.
I totally understand. So once you've reached the area, you actually end up passing through the market and then past a giant statue that's like 80 feet tall. And you are now at the company. You go to the front door. Are you guys doing anything, like asking for anything? Tilly, the little halfling woman, the little assistant, will open the door. Yes? What? Oh, hi.
Hi, Tilly. By the way, do you have a surname?
I do?
I just want to address you more formally.
That's okay. You can say Tilly. It's okay.
Oh. Tilly the assistant. Okay.
I believe
Alright,
I actually have, like, the thing somewhere, but I don't know where it is right now. Oh, I found it. Tilly Bramblefoot.
That sounds right.
What do you mean by that sounds right?
I think you told me before,
Oh, okay, okay.
and I
I
forgot.
thought you were saying because it was something about Bramblefoot. It made
Oh.
sense because I was small.
Oh, I was not trying to offend you. I'm so sorry. Ms. or Mrs. Bramblefoot?
Are you interested?
No, I wanted to be correct. I just wanted to be correct.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the difference, but I'm not married. Does that answer your question?
Ms. Bramblefoot.
Okay.
Do you happen to have a map of Waterdeep?
I think we can get that for you. Yeah.
Pretty please. I had a little bit to drink, and then I forgot to ask directions, and then I realized I've never been here before, and it was a little.
You just called me pretty and then asked please. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay.
It takes a solid 10 count for tipsy Sexy to understand.
All the best halfling names involve feet.
True.
Slogfoot, Bramblefoot, Broken Foot.
Sounds like just one foot, just not both feet.
Foot.
Before the other.
All the best halfling names involve feet.
It's fair.
You see, all these humans around here, they get named for what they do. Smith,
Stonehelm.
Stonehelm.
That's the only human I know.
It's all about what they do.
After this conversation, okay. Here's the thing. That's the map. And do you have any questions about that? Any other questions at all about anything?
Let me add that to my equipment. Okay. Guys, do we have any other questions?
No.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Tilly Bramblefoot. Have a wonderful day. Platonically.
Okay.
Platonically, have a wonderful day.
Yeah. I know. I'm
Did
just
I say
messing with you.
something
No,
wrong?
I'm just messing with you. It's okay.
I was asking the party. Did
I
I
know.
do something wrong?
Totally understands
It's a-
because you think that you're whispering, but you're still like 5 or 10 minutes left before your thing wears off, and so you're like kind of whisper yelling, "Did I say anything wrong?" And so Totally just responds, "No, I'm just messing with you."
Huh. Okay, off to
Bye-bye.
the place that we're going.
It's important to understand that in a gathering of halflings, they're all of the same family. For instance, Bramblefoot. You wouldn't say Bramblefoots, you'd say Bramblefeet. That's an important distinction to remember for halflings.
Oh. I will try to remember that. But if they're not in the same family,
Well, then you
shouldn't.
just the regular. It's just a gathering of halflings. Then sounds like breakfast. Okay, let's go to the Moon
Moonlight
River
Garden.
and Moonlight
Moonlight.
Forest.
Yeah, no. And then she's pointing at it on the map. It's garden. It's a garden. But it's not a garden, it's a tavern. It doesn't make sense.
The garden's a terrible place to find alcohol.
Oh, well, maybe they don't sell alcohol that's quite as strong.
We won't know because we're broke.
Which is why
Maybe-
I brought up as a DM, do you have any questions?
That's okay.
Oh,
we
we
can
can
probably
ask
ask.
in advance.
I don't want to.
forgot.
What if they don't give us as much?
We were robbed. Maybe they'll have sympathy on us. I'm happy to ask. We're still there, yeah.
You guys are like now 20 feet away, and then yes.
Well, I'm gonna turtle run back up there and ask her.
Okay. Yes, hi.
Waddle run. Hi, excuse me. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention we were robbed.
Oh,
Is there any way that we can get an advance on our first week's pay?
hold on, let me check. And she'll be gone for like 7.5 minutes.
Yes, no longer tipsy. Let's go.
Correct. You guys are of clear mind now.
That's why she forgot, because she was still under the influence.
Of course, yes, that makes sense. She'll come back. Okay. We won't be able to pay you at the end of the week, but we can pay
That's
you
fine.
now. Okay.
So we all get 10 gold?
So you can get 10 gold, and now it'll be 2 weeks until you get paid.
Okay.
We should also pick up Mel's share so that we can give it to Mel whenever they return.
Okay.
Can we just say we leave Mel at the company?
Yeah, we could do that. There's not a place for them to stay, but there's a waiting room.
I
Where
thought there
they'll
were
be safe.
barracks.
Not for you guys, not yet. You guys have
I
to
thought
be.
that I read that we had barracks and access to crappy
Maybe?
craft rooms and whatnot.
I think that's. If I'm looking at the salary section here, I just gotta load it in.
Maybe I read it wrong.
If I'm looking at the area. Oh, nope, you're right. Access to basic facilities, including lodging, training grounds, and
I
library.
try to pay attention.
No, you're right.
I'm not always right, though. I forget most of the time.
That's okay. Yeah. So
Especially names.
they'll have a place to they'll have a place to sleep or to rest or relax or do research. However they want to do stuff where they're safe.
Lyle, we can still stay at your grandma's.
Are you legitimately offering up your grandma's house for us to stay?
I mean, I can ask her.
Where is your grandma's house?
You know from past experience, your grandma always allows visitors.
Okay. Grandma lives
as long as you're there.
Grandma lives above her sewing shop
Okay.
in the God, what did I say? Not the North Ward. The Trades Ward
Okay.
is where Grandma lives now.
Okay.
Lyle, can you bless our pouches so we don't get robbed again?
Oh,
And
yeah.
bless them extra hard.
Okay. Blessed Joaquin, we gather here on the verge of a great adventure, preparing to go out in your name and service. Please bless these pouches. May they remain tight until we're ready to open them to bless others with currency.
Amen.
Woo!
Religion
Good
check
job.
with advantage, please.
Let's see. Religion check with advantage.
All right. For the next, we'll say at least 24 hours, you're protected from any pickpockets.
Nice. Good job, Lyle. Can you do that every day, please? We'll just make that our supper prayer.
There's always room under Joaquin's roof for turtles.
Nature's my religion, though. Thank you.
Okay. We go to the Blue Moon River.
Cool.
No, it's actually the Moonlight Garden Tavern. Like on the map.
Do you have your fancy-pantsy map now, Sykesy?
I do! And she holds it up over her head, like open,
So,
in excitement.
the map itself that they've provided you, due to the interaction of this, is actually a magical map. It's not just a paper one.
Oh,
So, as long as you're within Waterdeep, it's impossible for you to get lost now.
Wonderful.
And you have access to the interactive map that I've shown. So what it does is, when the map is fully laid out on a table, not just like out in front of you, so you have to be like not moving to like go through it. If it's stationary and on a flat surface, you can use the interactive map to find any of the currently listed businesses there.
so I just need to know like the name of a business and I can find it.
Yes, so if you know the name, then you can find it. But you can also
So-
see all of the other places too. Actually, no, you can't see all the other places. If you know the name, you can find it.
That sounds good. I like that. Cool.
Well, that is a super pretty map.
This
I
is
love it.
wonderful.
Ooh, I
This
have an
map is
idea.
not. This map is not how my maps usually are laid out. Usually, I just put like a landmark, and then I just draw like anywhere on the paper, and then I just write how far away from that landmark the thing is. But this seems to be a way better way of making a map. I'll be honest.
I have an idea. Since Mel did not want to go through portals, and we all kind of did, maybe we should try to find a portal in town while Mel's sleeping so we can go through one.
You want to
Just
go
an
through
idea.
one? I
I
really-
have to see what kind of fun guys and mushrooms are on the other side.
Well, they are pretty fun. I will tell you that. Sometimes. Sometimes they'll kill you, or turn you into a rabbit, or make you forget what your birth name was. But yeah, they're cool and fun.
We have 2 more days, 3 more days. We're still on the first day.
2.75 days left. 2.5 days, because it'll probably be the evening.
Note taker. Were there any portals on our little list of clues that were in town?
There was one. Okay, so we have the Silver Birch, which we know is not inside of town. There's a waterfall. I don't know if there's a waterfall in town. I look at my map, can I find a waterfall
Good question. Let
in
me look.
Waterdeep?
If you know the name, then you can find it on the map, right? So,
Yeah,
did
but
the waterfall have a name?
yeah, exactly.
The Whispering Falls.
The map is, yeah, that's true. We did know the Whispering Falls. I was gonna say it's somewhere in here.
Hold on, I need to find this information.
That might be a better use of our days than, going and scoping out places we need to be in 3 days. Maybe we can knock out one of these portals.
Oh, and is it? Oh, Bella. Do you know how long we have until the next full moon?
Maybe. DM, would I?
Hold on.
I feel like that's something a druid would know.
Sure. Roll me 3d10.
Oh,
It's a long time. Hang on.
Sorry.
If you're gonna cough,
bless you.
put your...
It could be anywhere from
Oh.
3 days to a month from now, basically, is what I'm saying. Great, 21 days from now.
21.
What is all this max and minimum rolling we're doing?
Good question.
It's all or nothing.
Well, then she'll tell her 21 days.
I need to look at the interactive map. I need to see. Okay. You do not find any Whispering Falls or anything relating to a waterfall within Waterdeep.
Well, this is good though. We should sit down and compare our portal names with the map to see which ones are in town, since you're able to identify that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if any of them are proper names that the map would recognize. I'll try the. I mean, a lot of these are like.
Are you guys
like,
doing it kind
you
of
know.
outside in front of the company, where there's not a lot of people around?
Yeah, we haven't really left because we need it on a flat surface. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's find a bench and sit down and lay it out.
Okay. You guys, can I say spend like a half hour?
Mhm.
So we'll say it's like 10. We'll go with 10 in the morning now. To include travel, drunk wandering, ending up with the blacksmith, all of that. It's 10 a.m. now. After sitting through the map and going through your research and trying to tie everything, none of the portals seem to be within Waterdeep itself.
Okay, well, at least now we know.
I need to see the hint that I have for that one. Okay. No, none of the portals exist within Waterdeep. There is mention, if you look at the 7th hint, of within the heart of Garden's Fair. The portal conceals with utmost care. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so no, that's not. None of them are within Waterdeep. Let me look at. I gotta look at the distance here. Oh. Oh. Never mind. I lied to you.
A lie.
There is one that actually happens to be. What's the name of the area that you're looking for in regard to the 7th one?
Well, the 7th one, the 7th hint, not the 7th chapter, because 7 is the Celestial
7th
Lighthouse.
hint. Correct.
I have to go count the
I mean,
hints.
she's. I think Psyche
It's
at this point
the
no
7th
longer
hint is
tipsy.
the last one.
Yeah, no longer tipsy. Looking for the heart of the garden. So she's looking for anything labeled garden. So obviously there's the hero's garden that she notices. Keep accidentally zooming in because I'm using button. I think that's the only label. Like, I'm going so fast looking at this, but
What's the question?
like, what section of the map are we looking at in particular?
Like, if you're trying to find something on the map in regards to a portal, you gotta give me a proper name of a location that your character would already know about, because if you're searching Hero's Garden, your character doesn't know that that exists.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the map. That's what I was going to ask too. So the map that I got
It does not
is
have all
all
the
of
dots
the
on it.
No, not the dots. I'm ignoring the dots. Does it have like street names and like
It'll have street
the
names
the
on there.
text that is on there? Like the Hero's Garden is labeled and there's a dot over top of it, but it's labeled on the physical map without the interactive
You make a good
portion.
point. Any background
That's
text,
what I'm asking for.
well, any background text will say it's on there, so that means that the Hero's Garden would be on there too.
Mm.
So we'll say yes, because that's fair, because I did say dots, so that we'll go with that.
Okay. Just need to know if I needed to block it from my mind.
Nope. If it's with a text there, yes, Lyle.
Can I make a history check since I'm a local to identify a garden of significance where this might be?
Let's do it with advantage. Thank goodness. You and Sykes at a similar time end up discovering that the Hero's Garden is probably the location of one of the portals.
Okay. Yeah, the Hero's Garden. Sykesy, I think you're right. I think that's where we could check.
Awesome. So it's what we were told on that one is there's a jade statue that holds the key to the portal, and there's an ancient ritual to activate it. So do you think we should still go to the Moonlight Garden and specifically ask about that garden, and see if anybody there is familiar with a legend or story about it?
Is this bar in the same place? Like, we're talking about the same place right now,
What are you talking
right?
about?
The bar that we were going to go.
Correct.
Is it in the same place?
No.
It is in a
Sounds
different
like it would
location
be.
from the map, from where the portal is.
It's crazy that the name is so similar. It seems like it should be connected, huh?
Insert shrug in DM.
I mean, we could at least go look at both. We've got 3 days. We can look at both.
All right, let's go and not get drunk this time. Talking to
We need
myself.
to learn about moonlit dances. Is that what the hint is?
Moonlit dances?
That's what it says.
Okay, so just so you know, while I am a cleric, I am not good at dancing.
I think everybody's good at dancing.
I mean, if I go into my shell, you can spin me. That might be cool, but as far as like footsteps,
I don't think dancing is about being good at it anyway.
okay, to the gardens then. I'm excited to go to the gardens anyway.
Okay. Over the course of the next half hour, you end up arriving at the Moonlight Garden Tavern. Let me provide a quick little thing here.
So we went to the tavern and not the garden with the statue.
Oh, okay, yeah. Which one did you want to go
That's
to?
fine.
Did you want to go to the Hero's Garden or the tavern?
I think the tavern first, right? To see
That's
if we
fine,
can find
yeah.
out the ritual or whatever. I didn't know if that was
I
what we'd
think
all
you're
agreed on or
totally
not.
right. I 100% agree. No, you're totally right.
Okay. So when you arrive at the give me a second. Okay. Um. As the party, as you all venture deeper into the, um. I'm reading. Do I need to read that? Is it important for me to read that?
No, I'm just posting it so I
Okay.
don't have to keep scrolling around.
Cool. As the party ventures deeper into the bustling streets of Waterdeep, they catch glimpses of flickering lanterns and hear the distant laughter of quite a few patrons. The air carries an aroma of freshly baked bread and sweet fragrances, guiding them toward an inviting location. At the end of a winding cobblestone alley, they find themselves standing before an enchanting sight, the Moonlight Garden Tavern. The tavern's exterior is adorned with ivy-covered walls, giving it an almost magical ambience. Colorful flower pots hang from the eaves, overflowing with blooms that emit a soft glow under um, under moonlight, which doesn't exist right now. So there's just colorful pots hanging from the eaves. The entrance features a charming wooden door polished with care and adorned with intricate carvings of fey creatures. As you step inside, the warmth of camaraderie embraces you. Soft laughter and the strumming of a flute fill the air, accompanied with the pleasant hum of conversation. The interior is a tapestry of wonder, with twinkling fairy lights casting a soft radiance on wooden beams adorned with leaves and flowers. The centerpiece of the tavern is a sprawling with is a sprawling cherry blossom tree, its branches stretching toward the ceiling like a guardian watching over the joyful patrons. A makeshift stage stands beneath its boughs, where a group of musicians play a lively tune. Tables are arranged thoughtfully, each adorned with fresh flowers, not flesh flowers, that's a different setting, with and flickering candles, inviting guests to share tales of their adventures. The bar area is lined with an impressive selection of meads, ales, and wines from across the realms. Behind the bar stands a charismatic half-elf bartender, her eyes sparkling with mirth, effortlessly engaging with her customers. She seems to know just the right drink to lift the spirits of any weary traveler who steps into her haven. In the corner, a group of adventurers sits around a low table engaged in a friendly game of cards. Near the hearth, an elderly bard strums a melodic melody, the haunting notes transporting listeners to another world. The Moonlight Garden Tavern is a haven of camaraderie, where the strains of mirth and melody entwine, creating an ethereal harmony that captures the heart of anyone who enters. In this haven of revelry and dreams, the adventurers find respite and inspiration, bonding with fellow wanderers, and forging friendships that may aid them on daring quests through the City of Splendors. Each of you gain a first level bardic inspiration point for entering the tavern.
Oh,
I like this tavern. This is wonderful.
I would like a perception check from everybody as well. So I believe the first level bardic inspiration is a d6.
yes, that's what it tells me on mine.
Perfect.
I had a 14.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Keep in mind that there is, yeah. Okay. How long does bardic inspiration last? Can you tell me based off of your character sheet?
Oh, sure. It lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. Just keep that in mind that in 10 minutes that is going to go away. So if you wanted to either use it now or later, that is fine.
Saving it.
Cool. Bella's saving?
22 wasn't good enough.
I'm just asking a question.
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna try
Okay.
to get a new brew. I'm gonna use it for that.
Great. Lyle? You're saving it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
save it for now.
Cool.
I'm gonna bank these points. I still have a DM inspiration from
Mhm.
last game too.
I'm trying to be generous with that too. Let's do, uh, behind the tavern where the half-elven bartender is, appears to be. Give me a second. Okay. So Bella,
Yes,
behind
sir.
behind the elven bartender for the Moonlight Tavern stands an exquisite jade sculpture of a majestic serpent. Crafted with incredible artsy and attention to detail, the sculpture captures the grace and power of this mythical creature. As you gaze upon this, you can't help but feel a sense of tranquility and protection. It seems as though the creature watches over the tavern, silently guarding the patrons and blessing the space within its presence.
What a lovely statue.
Give me some. Was that to the bartender?
To the group.
Okay, good.
We're coming in. I'm in awe of all the nature.
Oh. That's probably the one we need, right?
I thought it was supposed to be in the other gardens, though. Maybe it's in the bar. Maybe we're totally wrong about the gardens. Or maybe this is a baby statue of the mommy statue. I don't know.
Hmm. Well,
Roll me an
probably
intelligence
him.
save. Bella.
I'm working on it. Bella is not very smart, so I don't have a lot of hope.
That's okay, I'm
You've
just
got this.
providing
You're so
it to
smart.
you. Intelligence save 1. You mentioned that you have a DM inspiration point and a bardic inspiration. I'm just providing you the reoccurrence that there are options for you to use those.
I'm happy to add the bardic inspiration. I suppose it's a d6, yeah?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, I will do that. Wonderful.
Awesome. You make the connection that this is the key to the garden that's located in the other portion of the city.
You guys, this might be the key to the garden in the other city.
Holy
Or
shit.
to the other garden. You know, what he said.
Who? I'm not here.
What God said.
Okay.
All right, so that's great. Step 1, key found. But
Do we need to
obviously,
take it, or do we need... I don't want to take anything. Maybe we should start asking about it.
we don't know until we ask.
Sexy, you're the most persuasive one of us. So I feel like
When
you
not
should lead this
intoxicated.
conversation. Also, this bar seems fayish and you're fayish, so
I do feel kind of at home.
I adore all the nature around the bar. I'm not from Feywild, but I love this bar.
Yes, I do not particularly feel the blessings of Joaquin here. I believe that these skills are probably best left to the two of you.
I don't know. I feel like this place does a lot of business. I feel like Joaquin is probably all about it.
That's true.
All right, I'm gonna sashay my way up.
Okay. Whatever you
My
sashay, man.
Eladrin self
We'll
up
go
to the
together.
bar. I'll patiently wait till the half-elf is finished serving who they're serving.
I would like each of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this against charm?
Correct.
Okay, so I get advantage.
Good job, Bella.
16.
Okay. We'll see. That still makes it. So, when interacting or conversing with the bartender, you would make a wisdom saving throw. So, or be underneath the charm person effect. With the exception of if it does say that you know that you are. It's basically a way that, like, she's not casting a spell. It's more like the spell is just a natural effect of being in her presence. Right? So it's not a magical effect, it's just like she is that comfortable and charismatic to be around that it charms people.
Gotcha. It's not an attack.
Correct.
Did you save Sykesy?
I got a 16.
Yeah, they're fine. I don't know, is Lyle participating in the conversation or just enjoying the atmosphere and sitting down for now?
He's allowing the two druidic and elven experts to kind of lead here. This is not exactly his element, and so he's listening and learning from their interactions.
So within earshot, but not involved in the conversation.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You approach the half-elven bartender.
Bella would like to order a drink to start the conversation. I
Okay.
feel like maybe get in her good graces, right, and be a patron. Your most popular drink, please, for me and my two companions.
Okay. Give me a second.
Doesn't necessarily have to be alcohol. Could be tea, could be cider, could be whichever. If you have a special drink.
Yes, we do. I, as the DM, am trying to come up with it real quick.
I'm just talking and giving you time. I know you're looking it up. You're good.
Okay. Sure. We have a drink that is, does have liquor in it. It is called the Moonlight Elixir. It's a signature of our tavern, and it captures the essence of the magical atmosphere here within the tavern.
Oh, I would love to order that for me and my friends. Thank you so much.
When you have it, it's a bit of rum, coconut cream, and pineapple juice. Fresh lime juice, rum, and a little bit of edible silver glitter dust, and some edible
Ooh.
flowers on top.
That's a real fun girl drink, isn't it? I like it.
We also have. She seems to be able to kind of read into what you're asking, or what your mindset is, and noticing your supplies. We also have a recipe for sale if that interests you.
Well, let me try it
elbowing.
first. I'm gonna try to roll for this one to see how that goes.
Okay.
It's a wisdom roll plus my proficiency modifier. I'm just gonna try it. If I fail, I'll buy the recipe. I'm not saying that to her.
Oh,
just
you're
saying
saying if you can
try it.
taste it, if you taste it, you're able to deduct what the recipe ingredients are?
That's what it says. It says a wisdom saving throw, and if you're proficient with brewer's supplies, then you can add your proficiency modifier to that.
Cool.
So I'm just gonna try it.
Yeah, let's try that.
So while we're sipping on our drinks, now that we're patrons, hopefully we've gotten into her good grace. I'll let Sykesy start asking about. She nudges Sykesy a little bit and kind of eyeballs the statue.
Oh, yeah. So this is our first time here, and I'd like to introduce myself. My name's Sykesy.
She's providing you with like such a gentle smile and almost way too intense eye contact, but like not in a way that's meant to be uncomfortable, but like looks like somebody that's been your friend for way too long.
Mhm.
What was your question?
So we have been tasked with discovering and not like, and I think it's really just maintaining um several different portals around the town that are all related to the Fae.
Okay.
And one of them, we have a very firm belief that, immediately it caught our eye as we've been going over the Fae, all the clues and the riddles. Um, One of them, absolutely, uh, within the walls of the city, pertains to that lovely statue behind you.
She's doesn't even look behind her. She's like, okay, so I'm curious. What are you hoping to obtain here?
Well, all we know is that it's the key to it, but there's supposed to be some ritual aspect to it as well, and we didn't know if any of your patrons here or yourself would have any interest in that sort of thing, that sort of field of knowledge. So we could pick their brains.
Um, I can ask around. Um, I was hoping that would be yeah, I'm not sure.
You were
it,
hoping?
I was hoping that it would not leave here. This is kind of important for us.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
important
I
for the
mean,
tavern, the statue.
I hope it doesn't have to either. That's why I want to consult an expert, see if they know about any legend or ritual pertaining to this. Maybe it's just like it is a key and then it can come straight back here. Um,
Or
I
maybe we
just
just need to rub it or something.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it doesn't even have to leave. So that's what I wanted to see if somebody knew about. I have no interest in trying to take your item. It is beautiful, but I think it definitely belongs here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Um, I'm gonna roll a check for her in regards to two things, but I'm not gonna tell you what they are. Cool. Cool. Um, so I think what you're talking about is related to a portal in a garden somewhere else in the city.
Yes.
Um, that would need access to our statue that gives the statue gives a blessing to our tavern to help it remain prosperous. And interacting with the portal would the statue, the little statue of the serpent, if it interacts with the portal, it'll be consumed by the portal. And you need to bring it with you there.
Oh, that's
It's
my cat's
one-time
right.
use, so how do you use the portal multiple times? Are there multiple statues?
Perhaps? I don't know for sure. All I know is that this one is important for to remain here. I think there is only one. I think it might be how quite a few of our patrons ended up coming through here and being able to visit Waterdeep. So I think that that would be the way to permanently close the portal.
Oh, I
I
don't
don't
think we
think.
want to close it.
Yeah, we don't want to permanently close it.
We just want to investigate it. I know Sykesy would like to know about a way home, not necessarily go home.
So something that we do is it only opens if the thing is within its presence, but if it comes in contact with the portal, then it'll permanently close it and not allow people back and forth anymore.
Okay.
So
That
if
makes
it's
so much more
within the
sense.
garden's environment, on the night that it's a full moon, then the portal will open, and quite frequently we have little outings and stuff to welcome people here or say goodbye as they go home. And if this is, we just, yeah, if that's something that interests you, it's still quite a few days until the next one, and the other one it happened pretty recently the last time. If you're interested, you can come back here the morning of, and we can go over the morning of the full moon, and we can go over how it works.
So you
Yeah.
have little Fey portal parties on the full moon every month? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, but we are all also underneath the effects of Pass Without Trace, so not many people know about it.
I see. So if we come the morning of, we can go along.
Yeah. We
Wonderful.
grow trees and stuff to make it a bit more dense so we have more privacy. And then use Pass Without Trace so all of us can be more comfortable that we're not going to be seen. And we make sure that the portal's view and light are minimalized through shrubbery because it's in a consistent location. So we've found a way to like kind of turn it into like a central decoration. So it just looks like a water fountain kind of thing to a lot of the people who wander the park normally throughout the rest of the month.
Okay.
Well, one portal mystery down. I feel like we have successfully. I mean, we're gonna do that, but I mean, I feel like we understand this portal a fair amount now.
Mm-hmm.
Note taker, whoever that is.
I'm on it.
Who is the actual note taker?
I don't think we have an actual note taker.
Is it Lyle? Lyle, are you the note taker?
I thought I was the historian.
Which could be considered the note taker, but like that's not the role of the character.
I mean, I could take the notes.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay.
I always take notes, but my notes are never fully complete, so I like when multiple people do, because then typically, if I've missed something, somebody else has it.
Well, I am a terrible note taker. I did roll on the brew. I don't want to.
I'm typing it out. I got you.
Okay, I just wanted to make
No,
sure.
no, you're good. You're able to recall the information about it. I'm typing out something for you that would provide you the option of creating it, because this one will be a high DC with a high risk, high reward, but a high penalty for failure.
Well, since this is a Fey sort of bar, maybe they have information on the other portals. Maybe we don't need to wait for. I mean, I think we should still come back and speak with the satyr, but
Mhm.
maybe we should ask about the glade and some of the other locations while we're here.
Absolutely. All right, so gonna just do a little check.
What do you
Got
check?
'em, boys. In my notes, I just put check mark. We got 'em, boys, on the
Okay.
7th one.
Okay.
Oh, Ted, I know. Sorry, he's just reached up, bopped me, and yelled at me. Hi. Okay, so do we just want to ask her about all of them?
Yeah, go down the list.
Okay. Hi, I'm also sorry. I didn't get your name, and I feel like you've given us so
Oh.
much.
Yes. My name is... I have it. I wrote it down. I asked for it already.
I know, I'm really mean and I always ask this question. Sorry
No,
in
this is
advance.
good. I'm just trying to find out where I put it. Oh, my name is Alara Nightshade. Alara.
She's the half-elf barkeep.
That is correct, yes.
That's a fun
I'm
name, I
asking her
like
if she's
that.
a half-elf. Okay, cool. She is in season. Okay. Rad. Add her in. Cool. All right. So we have been tasked with. It's not just this one portal that we've been tasked with learning about, Alara. We have been given a job by an individual with the company we work with. The company. They want to know as much as we can about several different portals to and from the Feywild. So, and one of them is the one in the garden. It was just, in the heart of the garden. So that one I think we're good on. The first one, there's one called the Silverleaf Glade. And it's on this different list of these. And the riddle for it talked about a silver birch where dryads dance and the shimmering leaves pointing the way to the portal.
Hmm.
Does that sound like anything you know about?
Absolutely. There's a forest probably... Wait, hold on. What's your intention here?
Simply learning about them. As I personally, I would like to know the best avenue I could take to get home. But the person contracting us just wanted information on the portals, and then I don't think they wanted us to open or close them, but just if they were malfunctioning to repair them, and just information about them. Do you
Okay.
know anybody that, has come in here maybe who's asked about these portals too? An individual, probably really squirrely, didn't want to give any personal information away.
I I do know about the scholar that you're talking about. They seemed like they were going to focus on using the information to publish information, which would mean that a lot of people would have access to that information.
Mm.
So we were more concerned on providing them that information because we didn't want everybody to have access to that, because there are definitely some people who don't enjoy the fact that creatures of nature and whimsy and curiosity exist.
No, I agree with that. Points at self.
That conflicts me. I don't know that I want to harm the Feywild. As a druid, I'm absolutely fascinated by the Feywild. That's never our intent. It was a job that was given to us by the company, and I personally would like to know about the portals, but I don't know how I feel about it being published to harm the portals.
Do you know the name of the person?
I need an intel. Since Lyle was there too, if Lyle would like to, you can participate in this. I'd like for all of the players to roll me a history check regarding Fae.
Do I get advantage at all?
Yes, you will get advantage since it's from your home territory.
Yeah.
Lyle shows his ignorance.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Okay.
I got a 17.
I get a +0 to that too.
You know that doing something that's beneficial to the Fae usually yields a similar benefit back.
Mm-hmm.
Doing something that's negative to them usually has a negative response back.
For sure.
I felt like we were helping by investigating and repairing the portals, but I don't want to hurt them by
I'm
having
intentionally
other.
throwing in morality.
Yeah.
All
Well,
I'm
which
s-
are we doing? I don't know if we're helping or hurting now.
all I would like to add is that um, the Fae also, with your 17 and 18, know that, or the Fae like to deal in non-material blessings and rewards. So, making sure that, like, if you're ending up helping the Fae, they'll give you a blessing as a reward for protecting or partaking in an experience with them. That would not be financial.
So what I'm taking from that is if we discover and do not give the information to the company rather than getting money, we may get Fey blessings if we keep that information to ourselves but still find it out.
You gather that information is probably correct.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay. So that clears that up.
I mean, she does need a way home, and I am super fascinated with the nature of the Feywild,
Oh,
so I'm still interested in finding out.
Alara speaks up and says, I can read that there's a bit of concern on your faces. This portal is one that leads to an area that is quite safe for adventuring, although they may have their own issues that may need help on the other side. This area is quite safe to go through. There's a relatively populated area nearby when you reach the other side. As numerous travelers end up coming back and forth, this area is effectively like, think of it as long distance travel, thinking of, like, say going on a ship, except instead of going on a ship, you go through a portal that opens only once a month. That's all.
She did give us the location of the forest for the other portal.
She waited to understand your intentions first, and can provide that now for you. Give me a second. Cool. What? So Alana can see that Sexy
Hmm?
has a numerous amounts of maps and will offer to market, presuming you having a map of the exterior. So if you roll
Yeah.
a d4, on a 1 you'll have a map of a roughly drawn exterior area outside of
Yeah.
Deep.
I got a 4.
Okay, so what she'll instead do is take your a map that you have roughly outlining Waterdeep, and we'll put it in an area that is kind of close to it. It won't be accurate, but it'll be at least a direction you can go. And it's located in a dense forest just a few miles north of Waterdeep.
Have you already used your inspiration, Sykesy?
I haven't, but I'm saving it for
I was thinking about
the
using my
next one.
DM inspiration to let you roll again so we can have a map. Next time we go to the company, we need to get all the maps. We need to be specific about this.
That's what I'm hoping I'll get.
Well,
like, I'll
they
be
might not
there
have
later.
a map for all areas all around the world, but they provided you the best possible map for their home area, their home turf area. Because they're
Can
sending you
I?
out to investigate this, right? They don't know where it is either, so they don't have a map to an area going where you go. Like, they might have an overworld map, but like,
That's okay.
maybe I can find you like a Sword Coast map, but
Can I
not.
use my DM inspiration to let her roll again? Because I feel like we really do
Yeah,
need
I'm
a
free.
good
I'm
detailed
fine with you
map.
guys using DM inspiration dice to reroll any form of die. That could be anything that you roll. You can use it as a reroll for.
Alright, Sykesy, kiss your dice and roll a 1.
Okay. I'm gonna kiss the one side. Okay. Please. That's a 2.
Okay.
So, I'm just saying, could you use a DM or your bardic inspiration to subtract rather than add to a roll? Is that a thing?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna say no for the bardic inspiration thing.
No, you can only add it.
There are other classes that would allow you to subtract. Other subclasses of bard that allow you to subtract from another creature's roll
Mm-hmm.
as a
I'm a
reaction.
baby bard. So.
Alright, well, we're just gonna have to figure it out.
I appreciate you believing in me so much, Bella. So we have some other ones too, and also I was gonna ask before we go on too. I mean, we don't have to. This is to her and to the party. We don't have to tell the person we're contracted with the truth on everything. We could just be like, "Oh, sorry," or we could just tell them we didn't find it, or we could try to lie to them. I'm not very good at lying. I don't like doing it, but
I don't see any reason why they would need to know about that one.
yeah.
What? I don't understand. Why? Who needs to know about what?
Well, I mean, our contract is technically with the researcher. So,
Yes.
The researcher that intends to publish, correct?
yeah.
This portal, I think we should say nothing about.
I feel like we need to have this conversation amongst ourselves and not in front of people.
It's a. Roll me wisdom.
Oh my
Insight
gosh,
check.
Insight,
Bella.
you said?
Yeah, insight check, Bella. You gather that a large majority of the patrons here are of the Fae origin, or at least supporters of the Fae.
Right, and so if we decide, my thought process is if we do decide to give the info to the company, they're not going to like that. So we should make that decision in private somewhere else.
Let me see. I need to read something that I can do. I'm going to kind of turn towards Bella. And I'm like kind of below the bar, pointing my finger at her. And I cast message. Because it says the target and only the target can hear the message.
Correct.
And I tell you, and you can you can reply to this. I say, that's why I'm saying loudly and publicly we're not going to give information. I know that's what we mean, and we might change our mind about one of the portals, but I wanted to make sure full disclosure, full transparency. They know we're not just, throwing information out to people.
I can respond. I totally agree. I personally feel like maybe that's the route we should go, but at least, here we should announce that is what we're doing.
Yeah,
I just hope Lyle's on the same page.
I am.
You can't hear us.
Yeah, he can. He's within earshot intentionally. Oh no, this is within the
It's
mind.
a message. It's a message.
Spell.
Oh.
And then I kind of
forgot.
I look at Bella intentionally, and then I point at Lyle and cast message again.
You and only the target, so you're gonna have to effectively translate thought processes if you're trying to have a 3-group person conversation.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna say, all right, Lyle, I talked to Bella. We agreed in front of everyone here, even though we do mean it, very comfortable publicly saying we don't plan on giving anything potentially harmful whatsoever to somebody who would harm the Feywild. Are we all on the same page?
He said yeah, he's just...
Yes.
You can reply to
I
this.
agree.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, good. I just thought the conversation was going a different way, so I was trying to hush it before it did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we should ask about some of these other ones since she gave us a rough map, like on a napkin sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
on
like
a
a few
napkin
miles.
kind of thing.
Do you know the name of that researcher? Because we don't actually know
That you
the
do know
name.
the name.
We do? Oh, I thought we didn't know who the person was.
No, they provided the name in the contract.
Did we know that that person intended to publish?
Based off the fact that I provided it, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I don't remember
You-
that part.
I don't think I said that originally, but we're gonna say yes. You do know that that's what they were
I'm
planning on
still gonna
doing.
pretend I was shocked.
Okay.
He's gonna do what?
You
Okay.
gather based off of reclusive scholar and seeking out somebody else's help to do the physical labor portion of the research. They're probably gonna publish it.
Okay. All right. So you were able to know where that one is. Do you know if there's any strange rituals or items we would need for that one? It just says to follow the way the leaves point.
Um. Okay. Let me look. Beep, 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 beep. For which one? The one just a few miles north?
Mhm.
Um. Meh. Can you repeat your question? Something about needing something?
If there are any necessary material, components, or items needed, or rituals to follow, besides just following the direction the leaves point.
Yes. So you'll need one of the leaves from the tree. One of the leaves from the trees in the forest. It's not a specific tree or a specific leaf. You'll just need one of the leaves from the forest. Additionally, there is a guardian dryad who watches over the portal there. From what our from our understanding, there is a group of loggers who are encroaching on the outskirts of the forest, and we need you guys to either deal with them through diplomacy, intimidation, aggression, or negotiation.
We have to get rid of the loggers to be able to access or appease the Guardian?
Either through the means of diplomacy, combat, intimidation, or other forms of clever negotiation. We just need the loggers to stop trying to cut down the silver birch forests.
Well, loggers are evil, so I feel like I would do that anyway, but okay. I know Joaquin doesn't agree. I don't say that for realsies, I'm just...
Once the balance for that is restored and the loggers are dispersed from the area, whether through diplomacy or aggression, the portal will be able to be reopened, and the fey creatures will be able to go back and forth between the forest and the through the forest and the Feywild.
Oh, wonderful, so we figured out 2 portals now.
Yeah, that sounds like a super doable thing.
Next, Whispering Falls.
Okay. What about Whispering Falls? What do you?
Like, well, it's not in water, Steve. Do you know where it is?
Do I know where Whispering Falls is?
It's the location of another portal. It says behind the veil of water flows a portal where whispers go. And there's an ancient cave behind there. Does any of that jog your memory?
Oh shoot, not to make you work extra hard,
No,
but
please do. Thank you.
before we move on to Whispering Falls, I did want to ask if she knew where the portal at the Silver Birch went. She kind of gave us an idea of where the portal at the statue went, so I wonder if she knows if that location is good or bad.
So what can you clarify?
Once the loggers are dispersed and the portal opens,
Mm-hmm.
do we know if that location is safe, or do you know?
It's not necessarily sure. We know that the Guardian is there to take care of any evil creatures who come through here. So there could be evil or there could be positive. But
Maybe the Guardian
that one is
collaborate.
currently closed and would need to be reopened. And
Right.
that portal does change its location every night, and it only opens at night.
Okay, maybe the Guardian can let us know what's on the other side too. Okay. Just for our notes.
Mm-hmm. As for you, Sykesy, the portal behind a waterfall,
Mhm.
the Whispering Falls is in uh an area roughly 50 miles north of here, located in a mountain range.
Okay. Have you ever been there?
I have not. No, I'm focused on making sure that this bar maintains in place and focused on welcoming in welcoming and saying goodbye to our fellow Fey creatures. So that applies to any other portals outside of Waterdeep. I have not been there.
Okay.
Still closer than we were before.
Okay. That one, if you haven't been there, I don't think you would know. It says there's stuff about, runes and
I
puzzles to solve with
Riddles.
that one.
I don't have any exact location. Plus, I know that the one in Silverleaf Glade does consistently swap its location at night when it is open.
Okay. That's more than what we had.
At
So,
least we know it's 50 miles north and mountains. We didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
Then there's the Enchanted Embers Cavern beneath an extinct volcano.
Okay. I believe that um there is one with that's rough. This one is roughly like 20 to 40-ish miles to the east, within a cave system underneath that.
Okay, that should narrow it down. Because, how many extinct volcanoes are within 20 to 40 miles east of here?
Correct, right, yeah, exactly. Let me look real quick. I gotta look at this one. Okay. Hmm. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Is that one it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I have like 6 pages of notes on this that I created, so I'm going through lots of information. Okay. Any other information?
Yes. There's also, do you know anything about the one that they called Mistvale Marsh? It's also under the light of a full moon. Uh, it's something about a very alluring marsh, that it's very beautiful and some people can lose themselves to its beauty.
Um, in regard to like contacts with Fey creatures, I don't know anything about that one. Geographically, there are some misty marshlands south of Waterdeep. I don't have an exact location, but south.
This one is one of the full moon ones too. So there's 2 full moon ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then the other one was called. There's 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
There's one called the Wistwood Hamlet. And that one is I mean, I would be surprised if you didn't know that one's an illusory carnival. So I assume it moves around.
Well, since it does move around, I unfortunately don't know too much about that one. I'm sure it goes to different areas outside of different towns, so you'd have to know about that as well.
Okay. And then the last one we have is the
There's
Celestial
two more,
Lighthouse.
but yes.
Well, you had answered stuff about the last one already for us.
I did?
The Heart of
That's
the
the
Gardens?
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
That's the one we bothered you about first. So the last one we have is the Celestial Lighthouse.
Okay.
Some rocky islet off the coast, and there's something about some gems that have to be used to activate it.
Sorry, I don't know much about that one either.
Okay.
I'm more focused on the one that's here in Waterdeep.
The one in Waterdeep just says moonlight. It has to be a full moon for that one too, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's what our hint said, that under the light of the full moon, enchanted landscapes appear on the other side. Wisdom and guidance from the guardians, and then some people lose themselves to the marsh's allure.
Well, that's the marsh. I mean, the garden one in Waterdeep, it just says moonlit dances. They already said it was full moon, so we're gonna have to. It's gonna be like a 2-month project, one per moon.
So,
Well, you have been so helpful.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
are there any patrons here today who came in from portals other than the one here in town?
Nope. Not today.
Okay. No worries. Did anyone else have any questions?
None from Bay, says Lyle, sitting over at his table, just kind of listening and observing.
Lyle, are you enjoying your glitter drink?
Not after this morning. He has not touched his drink. He's more just listening and kind of taking a few notes as we go through.
How much do I owe her for the 3 drinks?
For here, each of the drinks are a gold each.
Okay.
That's okay. I'll pay my own way, Bella.
I mean, I needed it for research, so honestly, it's okay.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Well, thank you.
You earned your keep by all the conversation. I can hear my dog snoring through Lyle's mic.
Oh. I'm sorry if you could hear my cat screaming earlier.
No, unfortunately I couldn't.
He was yelling at me a lot.
That's good.
I wasn't sure if we would run this late, and we don't have to go yet, but I just have to warn now that we have to go have dinner with Lyle's parents at 2 because they're old and old people eat at 2. So we do have to get off at like 12:30 or so.
Which is what, 40 minutes?
Yeah, so I'm just warning now.
Okay. Is that a normal thing too?
No, they're just in town.
Okay.
I'm not happy about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to go.
Okay.
2? Who eats at 2? I'm just saying, okay. It's like Thanksgiving time.
Okay. I'm just reading through my notes.
Well, we could venture towards one of the ones that we know. We could start with the logger thing.
Yeah.
We don't
What do
really
you-
need to come back in the 3 days like we needed to before, because that was the purpose of coming back, was to ask about the location of the birch glade.
Yeah, how far out of the city was the
A couple
was the
miles.
birch there?
A day trip.
What about the 50-mile mountain range?
I'm gonna have to pull up a interactive Sword Coast map.
Was that north of
Yeah.
us?
Is the closest one the Birchwood, the 2 miles out?
The closest one's in the city. The second one closest one is the Birchwood Forest north of here. Yeah.
Well, the one in the city we have to wait for the full moon the morning of, so
Yeah, true.
I guess, do you guys want to just start radiating out, so the 2 mile one, and then just go out from there?
That sounds good.
Yeah, we could
And we
do the
can try to
2-mile
learn.
one and then hit the mountain one.
Yeah, and we can try to
I
learn
figure,
from other people where
yeah,
the other ones are, since we have some question marks still.
we've got some time between the full moons and stuff like that. So, I mean, 50 miles is a long walk, 100 miles round trip, but the sooner we get started on that, the sooner we can get that one done and back in time for.
Are you suggesting, Lyle, that we start further out and make our way in, not close out to out?
Yeah. Especially if we have to wait for the next full moon. It's 21 days, right?
21 days, correct.
I feel like we could make that out there in a week, take care of it, and then get back in a week.
So let me put this in the in-character section. I'm going to provide the map for you. That should be that is a possible pathway to get where you're hoping to get.
Yeah, maybe on the way to the mount. I'm fine with that. Maybe on the way to the mountains we can brush up on some of our skills,
Okay.
encounters, and such.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd like to go as long as possible today because my group can also push back another hour.
I would too, which is why I think Lyle should go to dinner by himself.
Damn.
What do you mean lunch?
No, it's dinner
Oh.
at 2 o'clock.
I know.
Somebody's going to be making coffee for themselves if they keep this up.
I'm just saying, we don't need Lyle to go to the mountains. I am happy to stay here while Lyle goes to his grandma's house.
Good reference. What about Sykesy?
Honestly, you guys, we're not even going to be gone that long. So if you're still on when we get back, I'm happy to continue playing.
I will probably be unavailable later today.
Yeah, I will too. Once my recording session starts, it's usually like 2 to 4 hours.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I can't
all
help it. This isn't my choice.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get
it's
it.
fine. I
Well-
get brain rotted like after reading and thinking too much, so
Yeah, it's after you stop something like this, your mind is already in it, so you can handle consistent information. But once you stop, it's hard to pick it back up again.
Mhm.
So
No,
why don't we head out into the world?
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I had one last question for Alara. I have to remember it now because the brain rot has set in, and I had a good question. It was about Seraphina. Oh, Alara, is Seraphina from the portal in town?
Yes, she is.
Is her show good? Like, I mean, I'm sure it is, but is it like, is there anything like spicy or different about it?
What do you
I'm
mean?
really
What do you
interested.
mean spicy?
I don't know, just not the average fare that
Like
you'd see.
too hot to handle? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, not necessarily, but I mean, I would like to be aware in advance.
I think no. I think we're okay. Don't think you have anything to really worry about. There's not like if you listen to it, you're gonna be put into a hypnotic state for 5 years. I don't think there's anything like that.
That was pretty much my question.
Okay.
But yeah,
I didn't know that satyrs could be girls, so I feel like that's the spicy part there.
Oh yeah. She's very cute, so I don't know what else to tell you there, but
I thought they were only boys.
insight check. Is she does she have the hots for Serafina?
give me an insight check, sure.
Oh, that's not bad. What's my insight? Oh, 17.
Probably.
That's going in the notes.
Okay.
She has some really nice hooves.
They is that in character?
No.
Okay, then there's no response from her.
She's about to square up. A compliment off. Well, she's not even here. Awesome. Okay. Well, if you guys want to, we can head up, scope out the situation with the loggers. That might be something easy to resolve. But if you guys have plans, we should talk about it while we walk. But how you think we can deal with that?
I think Lyle was suggesting that we start with the mountains since it's so
Well,
far
if
out.
the loggers are on the way, we can handle the loggers on the way out.
I mean, we can get to them in probably an hour or two, walking even.
Let's see the map so we can get a reference point for where everything is.
I thought we were going to head out into the world. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, let's go to the mountains.
You want to toss a coin?
I don't need to.
There you
Plus,
go.
tossing a coin invites people to try and take them. So let's head towards the mountains.
Is that what we did? Did somebody toss a coin before we got pickpocketed?
Probably. I don't remember that now.
Well, do you guys want to we can stop by the company and pick up a carriage, traveling supplies?
Maybe put Mel on the carriage. So he
Yeah.
can join us next time.
True.
And put him tranced in his sleep on the carriage. He'll wake up confused and disoriented.
As it should be. Good.
It's a fun way.
I gotta find the source books. There it is. Let's do. Oh, that should work. Okay. I just need to find the image for it. There it is. Okay.
Maybe see if you can get a detailed world map from the company too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna ask for some maps for
Okay.
sure.
Then we can transfer our napkin maps onto the detailed world map.
So what's the plan?
I think we were hoping to maybe set out and maybe see if we can rustle up in an encounter on the way to the mountains. Just to get a little action.
What is the first thing? So are you trying to do loggers or are you trying to go to the mountains right away?
Honestly, I'm fine with either. I think Lyle had a preference to the mountains since that's the furthest out and he wanted to get that done.
Not only that, but if you head out, there's a higher chance of random encounters too, so. I wouldn't call that urban. I would probably say grassland. Yeah, that works. Oh, hey. Thanks, music, for leaving me in silence for roughly half hour that I didn't pay attention to because we were talking. It said, "Are you still listening?" Question mark. Not. I turned on loop. I expected it to just keep going. I was like, no. Answer my question.
I will add. So I'm gonna pick up from them cart and the horse that they'll give me.
Yeah. Hold on. I think this will be easier. Let's do this instead. Okay. That works. I think we can be fine with that. Can I get a... actually, I'll do that on my own. It's fine. Cool. All the way to the mountains. So let's use the map that we have there. Okay. So you guys have all the required materials that you were hoping for before you head out?
I think Sykesy was gonna try to pick up a map, a carriage, and a horse and grab Mel.
Yeah. I'm
Carriage
gonna
means it'll
snag
take less time too.
the things they'll give me a second-hand draft horse and a cart that is on the rough side. Then they'll give us riding horses and ponies, one for each party member.
Mhm.
Okay.
And those do not cost you anything unless something happens to them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's skip forward for the sake of brevity.
Did they give her a fancy dancy map for the world or just for Water's Deep?
The fancy map for just Waterdeep. They offer at higher levels and ranks, or higher ranks, they'll provide one step out and make it the entire Sword Coast.
Do they have like a normal map?
Well, they have a normal map available for you, yes.
I will take
it's-
the normal map.
It's not marked with anything except landmarks.
Okay.
So there's no special fancy details except for, like, this is the mountain range, this is the forest, and it doesn't even provide the names of the forests or the mountains. So it's only the landmarks.
So it's like just the pictures, no words.
Correct.
Okay. But it's of the Sword Coast.
Yes.
Okay. Too much equipment. And I have a cartographer's tools. Yes, I do. Okay. Are we a party that cares about managing rations and stuff like that?
The answer for that is, I would say probably yes, because if we should start early for that, because otherwise future campaigns might cause an issue if we're used to one thing.
Well, let's make sure we grab a week's worth of rations, or however long, from the company before we set out for our carriage.
Okay.
Will they provide that?
They will not provide it for free, but they will sell it to you at half the price.
Nice. I'll buy the rations. We'll keep them on the cart.
Okay.
So, rations.
I'm not gonna ask or check. You're gonna just make sure you have what you need for that.
So, oh my gosh, I have to do the math in my brain. 4 people. So per day for all of us, because it's a half gold piece. So that's 2 gold a day to feed everyone. So 2 times 7, 14. I can't pay for all of it per week. I have 10 gold.
We can all buy our own rations. It's okay. How much are rations?
Half a gold piece.
So 3.5 gold pieces for a week. Yeah.
Okay, I will buy a week's worth of rations for myself. We can all pay for our own.
Yeah, I'll get a week's worth as well.
Okay. Alright, I have my thing set up. Okay. What are people's feats that they've chosen?
I took Polearm Master.
Okay. Lyle and Sexy, what are your feats?
I'm just now realizing that I never chose a feat. I know.
Wow.
Yeah, we heard that from the background.
I'm gonna do that real quick.
Take your time. I'll say mine very slowly.
I think as like a punishment, you should have to take something stupid like athletic.
It's
Oh.
not very athletic.
Well, he is now.
I took Phase Step. Because Sykesy is all about
I'm sure you just typed Faye
protecting
into
herself.
it, huh?
No, I was
Okay.
reading through and trying to pick one, so I was like, oh, this is a good one. Oh, and it's called Phase Step. This is just chef's kiss. Or not that one. It's not called Phase Step. It lets you do that. It's Fey touched, but
It's the one with
I
the
have
Misty
Phase
Step
Step.
and
Yes. So I can hop around pretty good, like, and talk to animals.
I'm quickly going through a couple things. Okay.
Okay, Lyle is observant.
Good.
I love
Yeah.
observant.
Observant is pretty great.
It's so fun when like your DM reads a description of a room and you're the observer one. You're like, yeah, that's what everybody else sees. What do
I see?
I see?
He just hasn't been very observant today because of his run-in with the cider.
Correct. Okay. Did we want to initiate a combat now?
if we rolled the encounter for it. I'm
I
not
already
trying
have
to
it
be
ready.
pushy. Sweet.
Okay. Do you have the time for it?
We have half an hour-ish.
Okay, let's
I
try
don't need
it.
that long to get ready. It'll be fine.
Okay. Let's open up. Oop, not that. Let's open up the thing and hopefully just create a new page. Is there a random encounter option? Cool. We're gonna be using a blank white page.
It'll just be a nice change of pace to stretch our arms a little bit and practice.
I agree. Also, in case there are slow sessions, I did a calculator thing, and you'll be getting a minimum of 20 experience per session, and it'll go up as you level.
Cool.
So that way, even if it's just a social encounter, you still make progress on your character just from your interactions your character's doing.
Is that retroactive or are we adding experience
Retroactive,
from
yeah, I'll make sure that's included in this session's one. So it'll be 40 for today, base. Let's go to the characters. I only have 2 tokens out. I don't have all the characters with tokens for some reason. I just have their art up?
I made a little token.
Yeah. Does it work for it? Okay. There's that, and then we got this one.
Yeah, my
okay.
token.
Let's put them... I'll just provide something simple here. Let's just go... Oh. Let's go here.
I'm looking for my artwork so I can add it as a token.
You have a square in there right now. I could use that.
That's fine.
Okay. What's your passive perception with your observant feat?
18 now.
Okay. Okay. As you guys are about halfway up the road to get to the mountain range area, I'd like for everybody to roll initiative as we're going to interact with violence. Oh,
Do you need us to roll in a certain place to make it
nope, I just need the information.
gender program? Okay, just checking.
I need this one.
Sounds pretty good.
Sometime when we're not recording, I need to. Every time I roll initiative, it gives me warnings that I'm not connected to anything. I don't understand that.
That is okay. If you click your character token first, it'll automatically put them in the combat counter. That's what that
Like the
means.
token on the map.
Yeah, if you click a token on the map and then roll initiative, it'll be connected to the token, and then it'll put the initiative automatically in there so the DM doesn't have to do it. Did it show
Did the same thing.
Oh, well then I don't know what the issue is. Maybe
I'll
there's
never
something with...
figure it out.
Maybe there's something with something else. I'm gonna be honest, these initiatives make sense.
I got 18 on mine.
Fine, show off. Alright.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Why? You're good. Let's do... Can you two move your own tokens?
I cannot.
Uh,
Maybe that was the problem.
I can.
Okay. That just means that Ash didn't make it so that we... Oh, edited and controlled by. Yeah, you should be.
No, it's not letting me, I promise. I'm clicking all over it.
Oh, because when you actually did your token, you didn't set it in the token itself to be controlled by you. So now we can edit and then use selected token. So it'll be different now. Now you should be able to move it around. Can you?
I can.
Okay. And then we need one for Sykesy. So let's do... I think I can just... Can I just select this one, copy, and then move it back over? Okay. And then I need to give control to edit. Okay. Controlled by the lemon cat.
That's me.
Can you move it?
I can move. I'm
Cool.
free.
I know it's not a fancy environment, but at least something's happening. Sure. Let's do that. Why not? I would like to... What was your initiative?
18.
18. Thank you. Okay. And then we're going to use this one. And then I'm going to... Who's driving the carts?
Unless somebody else wanted to, probably Sykesy.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. I'm sorry beforehand. Let's do this.
Oh, look, it worked. Sorry, you have to change it back to 6, but it worked finally.
Oh, good. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's do, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna add their turn order, and then give it, whatever I roll here. Okay.
Is that the guy who pickpocketed us?
No. I mean, you don't know what they look like anyway, but. Let's do some shots here.
Shots.
Okay. I'm guessing an 18 hits Sykesy.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Cool. You're gonna take 18 points of damage.
Oh, I'm just wait, 18?
Mm-hmm.
I have 9 total.
In 2 separate hits.
Okay, so the first one
Knocks
if
you
one's
unconscious.
9. Yeah, I'm dead.
The second one is 2 death fails. As you're being ambushed on the side of the road by bandits.
It was nice knowing you all.
Suddenly the cart starts to swerve and move over to the side. You can see, could you see my, oh no, they were not publicly rolled. I got 19, 18, 5 for, and natural 1 for the to hits, and then the damage was an 8 plus 1 and an 8 plus 1 on a d8. So both of the hits dealt max damage. Alright. Let's do that. I'm rolling death saves for you, not you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say we'll roll the other one with the second one with disadvantage, because once you're knocked prone, technically ranged attacks are considered disadvantage, I believe.
Yeah, that's true.
So let me re-roll the 18 so it's not an auto-critical. Okay, it's an 18. So that would hit anyway. Giving you 2 death fails. Or is it 1 death fail if you're just hit while you're down? We'll go with 1. This is not
automatic.
Well, this is not a
I mean, I'll do whatever you want. 1 sounds great because I have to go top of the order.
I don't know what the book should be. Is it 2 or 1 if it's an unconscious creature when you're hit? Here.
I thought it was just an automatic critical. I didn't, and that's 2, isn't it? I'm not trying to be, like, never mind, I'm not saying anything.
Oh, so I think it's
if you're hit with an attack, it's an auto crit, which means you're at 0 hit points. You automatically fail 2 death saving throws. All it takes is 2 successful attacks from an unconscious creature to kill a player that is currently at 0 hit points.
So, I mean, since he got a surprise action before we go to regular turn order, do we have time to react?
Oh, now that this has happened, not a react. Like, what do you mean by a reaction?
Well, I mean, like, I believe that I have a reaction spell that I can cast because of that.
Sure. What's the reaction spell?
Is it a reaction or a bonus action spell? I'm sorry.
Okay, then no. When you're looking, it makes more sense now. Now that they've revealed their positions from it to shoot, it's not one person shooting 4 times. It should be 4 characters over there. Let's draw the road real quick too. There you go. There's the road. You guys are on. That's the road. And they're on a little uphill embankment from here. It goes like that. And that's the uphill portion. Alright. Cool, I already rolled Sykes' death save.
Am I
Is this
dead?
a level 1 encounter?
This is a level 1 encounter.
Okay.
Is that a failure? Am I dead?
We'll tell you later.
Okay.
It is their turn. They are going to go for not the person who's down, because they want to take down as many people as possible, since all those arrows or those crossbow bolts went off at the same time. They all targeted one person because they were trying to knock out one person first. They're not going to target the same person again at this point in time. So that means we're going to go for the next person in the lineup, who is Lyle, for a 20 to hit for 8 damage. Lyle, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
No, I'm just making note of the damage.
Okay. Can you see those rolls now?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why the other ones were in DM. Oh, could you see all of the other ones? Like the nat 1 and the 2 9s?
Yes.
I can see him.
Oh, okay, okay. I think it was saying that Mysterious Misty parentheses GM as in the one who is the game master. Okay. I thought it was like saying it is in the GM's view only. Alright, cool. I didn't want to be knocking somebody out in one round without proof of it being not my fault. Okay. So that's 1. We'll split the damage this time. So this one's other person, then the other, then the other. So we got Bella for a 21 to hit, Lyle for a 7, and then Bella for a 15.
The 15 misses.
Okay,
The 21 hit.
so that means each of you only take 1 attack this round, which is 2 damage there for Bella. Because I know that the 7 is going to miss Lyle. It is next person in combat, Bella.
Okay, I'm gonna start dashing. I'm melee, I can't do anything from here.
Okay. Do keep in mind that
Actually-
where they are is on an uphill embankment, which will be difficult trying to go up.
Actually, I'm not gonna do it. I'm going to heal Sykesy first.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Healing Word on Sykesy.
Okay.
Ignore the second one. I hit cast.
Okay.
It's the same anyway. So Sykesy, you got 5 hit points. And I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
And be ready for. Well, I can still move too. I guess I'll move my movement now. Where I don't know where the uphill is. All the brown.
So the uphill is here. Let me do it with the gray. The gray
Is the gray the uphill? Okay.
The gray
So
is
I
the
moved 30
uphill.
feet.
The brown is the open road. And then they're on the embankment that's flat at the top.
Okay, I moved 30 feet.
Okay. Lyle.
So, did you healing worded?
Yeah, it was only for 5. I'm level 1. That's all I can heal.
That's
Okay.
over half my hit points, so it's all good.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on this guy. Let's see.
Which guy? Okay.
$20 to hit.
That would. Yep. Yeah, that hits. Okay, cool. That one is dead. Wait, how did the 46 happen?
Hold on just a second. Let me pull it up.
I believe you, I'm just curious.
It says 46 in the spell that I copied over. Let me double check that because that may be wrong.
You said Guiding Bolt?
Yeah.
Guiding Bolt is definitely not a 46.
Hold on just a second. Let me find it.
Oh, I'm incorrect.
Yep.
On
Yes.
a first level, it takes 46 radiant damage. It is correct.
Yeah, 46. So
And the next attack roll made against the creature before the end of your turn has advantage. Cool. That one is dead. And what seems like a radiant moonbeam, it's just poof. The body disintegrates. I'm gonna roll a insight check for the 3 of them. Okay, the one that was the leader that took the first shot understands that you guys are more powerful than originally anticipated and are going to attempt to run away when it's their turn.
Uh-oh, you're roboting again. Like, it's fine, we can keep going, but just a heads up.
I am? Is that a case? Is it true?
You.
Yeah. But it's not so bad that we can't understand what you're saying.
Okay, is it still there?
Yes.
Is that more effective or is it still robot-y?
It's still roboting.
Oh, it's worse now.
We did hear you, though, that they're gonna try to run away, so... we could probably make it through it.
I'm gonna try to talk.
You're good.
Does it work?
Yeah, you're good now.
Interesting. Okay. Sykesy, you're awake with a point of exhaustion.
Oh, great. So I'm bad at everything. Oh, let me find the
No, it's only
exhaustion.
ability checks. It's nothing combat-wise.
Yeah. I am going to... Sitting up, my life having flashed before my eyes. Sexy is going to draw her short bow.
Mm-hmm.
And even though she sees that they have begun to turn, there's a bit of vengeance there that needs to be wrought. She's gonna take a shot at one of the gentlemen in the middle.
Okay. This one appears to be the one that inspired the others to run away first.
Then I'm gonna shoot the one beside him.
Okay.
Oh, that was very good. That is a 22 to hit.
If
I'm
the
sorry.
answer was it's
Yes,
very
22.
good, the answer is it hits.
Yes. That's gonna be 5 points of piercing damage on
Okay.
him.
That one is still up.
Okay, and then I am going to give, as my bonus action, I'm going to look over at Bella, who is charging up the embankment, and be like, kick their ass, and give her bardic inspiration.
Very good.
Thank you. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to them.
I believe in you.
Okay. They're all gonna run away. They are now out of line of sight due to the environment and the slope of the hill. Since you're on a lower elevation, they're on a higher elevation, the slope itself blocks your direct line of view and you can't see them anymore. And they're all taking the dash action to run away as fast as possible.
Cowards.
Bop. Anything you guys wanted to do before we ended session? Otherwise, I'm going to presume that we continue on the road. And that'll be the end of the session.
I don't know. If the wizard is here next session, we might need to track down some highwaymen to fulfill Joaquin's justice. Joaquin does not smile upon those who interfere with trade routes.
Yeah, that might be in our future, because Sykes's never been attacked on the road before.
By the way, you definitely have 2 arrows sticking out of you right now, crossbow bolts.
I'll walk it off.
Put some dirt on it.
I'm
Yeah.
proficient in medicine. Can I try to remove those for her?
Sure. I believe each of you also have one. You're able to carefully pull them out without injuring anybody.
I do that. Do you want 3 rolls? I do that for everybody.
Since you got a 20 on this one, you can do the other 2 for yourself and Lyle at advantage.
I get advantage.
Yeah. Cool. One more. Yeah, you're good. All the arrows are out. Or the bolts.
A 20.
Yeah!
Yeah. All of them are very effectively taken out with no issue at all. You guys regather yourselves and then carry forward onto the future, or are you doing anything else before you leave?
I suppose it's back on the road again.
Okay.
At least we got a little experience.
True. Let's do that, and then okay. I will put in the information at the end. Oh, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Okay.
Are we riding the wagon?
What?
Are we just riding the wagon?
Yeah, so it's not a top-covered wagon, so that's why they were able to ambush all of you. Or you were on horses.
Do we know approximately how long it's going to take to get to the mountains?
You're over halfway. There are no other planned encounters for the remainder of the trip up there.
I was just thinking maybe I need to be fermenting something while we go, but it's only gonna take a day.
Let me look at the overworld map here. If I can pull this up correctly, I believe that it should take, as I stall for more time,
Careful.
beep, boop, bada, pow. It should take, heck, that's not right. Okay. It should take about 30 hours total of travel at a fast pace due to your horses.
Sykesy, why don't I drive the carriage, or why don't I drive the carriage and maybe you can get a short rest in for the day of travel? I hand her some tea.
Oh, that sounds actually really nice. If you
About
don't mind, I'll just lay back there.
about an hour later, according to the geography and the interactive map, you end up passing through an area that consists of 6 walled farms along the side of the road. If you have any interest of stopping, or you can continue.
I mean, I don't need anything at the farm.
Cool.
Well, we probably should take a rest.
Oh yeah, you want to stop and rest for the day? That's fine.
I mean, she's got a level of exhaustion, so we
Long
need
rest
to...
removes that, not short. And long rest is 7 days.
Oh, we're doing that?
Mm-hmm. That's here too. Yep.
I was just concerned about the rest of her hit points. That's why I was saying maybe she can lay in the cart while we finish the travel for the day. But I'm fine stopping here and resting for the day. That's fine. We're all missing hit points now.
I mean, that would at least give the hit die back, let them heal up a little bit.
Right, that's exactly what I was thinking. Do you want to take a short rest here?
Yeah,
Or to the farmers?
that's fine. Let's take a
Knock
short
on their
rest.
door.
Okay.
Can we sleep in your barn?
Yeah, you're able to find a location here. Let me... Okay. Oh, it's trying to give me not what it is. Okay, so this is a hamlet and caravan stop along the road. So it's a little small kind of... each person has not a huge farm, but just kind of a small farm. Why don't I get a persuasion from... Oh, good job. 9 health back. Or is that...
I have, as a far traveler, my features, I have all eyes on me.
Mm-hmm.
So it tells me my accent, mannerisms, everything about my appearance marks me as foreign. Curious glances directed my way wherever I go, which could be a nuisance, but it also gains the friendly interests of people who are interested in far-off lands, to say nothing of everyday folk who are eager to hear stories of your homeland. So it's saying that I can use my otherness as a traveler from distant places to gain access to people and places. What does it say? Access to people and places you might not otherwise have. So I don't know if I can use that to kind of wiggle our way in. Like,
that works for me. What they'll
sleep in a barn.
What they'll say is, we won't give you the barn to sleep in, but we'll give you actually, I guess, yeah, you can be in one of our barns. You could just put your cart in there and then sleep in your cart in the barn.
Yes.
And then, yeah, you're able to effectively get the short rest without having to roll any persuasion to let them have you stay there. And with that, since we have a 2 p.m. dinner, we can end there.
Rad.
Awesome.
Unless you guys are down to continue until you reach the end, but I think it's time to prepare.
I'm sorry.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta step away.
That's good. No worries.
Right.
I will make
Bye.
sure to include the end of session info there. I'll do that later. What day is it? Do we know how many days it's been? Because I don't think it's been. Has this been just like the first day of the
One
campaign?
day.
Yeah, literally, this is the first day.
Great, amazing. Cool. I'm gonna say, can somebody roll me a Bella, why don't you roll me a d4, Lyle a d30, or I guess 3d10. Cool. Was the 3, oh yeah, the 3 is your d4. Okay. So it's the 15th of fall right now. And then we need to do, real quick, we need to do the, we'll say it's like 11 p.m. right now. Or I guess the 16th at, okay, I could do that on my own. Let's vote for the demonstration point for the end of the session.
I vote Lyle for killing the bandit.
Same.
Neat. There you go, Lyle.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, have a good week.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys too. See
Take
you
care,
next
everybody.
time.
Bye-bye.